Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies achievement on Ascension. Today we are going to be doing the space race. Now there's not really a way that I can kind of like tell you guys how to do this without just doing it with you on the video. So I'm pretty much just going to be, there's not going to be really any cuts in this. It's just going to be kind of you guys watching me do this achievement because it's kind of hard to just like kind of tell you how to do, like I said. So just kind of, you know, follow what I do on screen and hopefully this will help you. But basically, space race, you gotta get a pack-a-punched weapon by round 8 in Ascension. So basically, just like the Eagle has Landers achievement, we're gonna need a minimum of 8,500, plus you're gonna need the 5,000 tacked on for Pack-a-Punch, which is going to add up to 13,500 points, guys. So, and this is all like in the nick of time. You're gonna need to do this by round 8. So just make sure that you're being very efficient with your points. Like there, you saw that I was shooting each zombie 6 times and then knifing to try and maximize points. And because of that, I'm already up to 1,600 points. And as soon as we get a couple more zombies spawning in, we're probably going to go ahead and open up the top door up here and try to get the MP5K just like we did. That way we can get some more points and such. Before I forget, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and I hope that you do enjoy. And so yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about though, because I kind of already went over Black Ops 2 and that whole fiasco that's going on right now. I mean, I guess I could go over it again for those of you who had not seen that video. Basically, what's going on is the community really wants BO2, and they're not giving it to us because they know how bad we want it, and that's gonna drop the sales in their games that are actually having sales. In Black Ops 2, when they make it backwards compatible, that's not only does it not have any sales that they're going to be getting out of it, but they're going to be losing them from their other games because those games aren't going to be played as much, because Black Ops 2 currently is at the top of the list for requested backwards compatible games. So they know that we really want it, and the more that we want it, the less they're going to give it to us, or the longer they're going to hold it over us, because they know that we want it, and they want us to have it, but they don't want us to have it. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, even though they want us to be, to have fun with their games and such, you know, have fun and, you know, like, demand their games, at the end of the day, they're still a business, so they still need to make money. So, I mean, as far as we've heard, Black Ops 2 was supposed to be, in the next release of backwards compatible games, like the next wave of them, and it's not here yet. And so a lot of people were questioning that. They said it was going to be the second week of February, and the second week has now come and gone, and we are in the third week starting now. So yeah, guys, I mean, they said after that they said it was supposed to be in the first quarter of the year, so we will see how that goes, and hopefully that is the case, because there is a lot of people who want it. And so you know, I just want the community to be happy, because I mean, I can tell you I am one of those people who wants BO2 to be backwards compatible as well, because I want to start making videos on there. And I honestly, one of the best games in my opinion. I loved Black Ops 2. It was phenomenal, and a lot of other people too, and that is why it is in such high demand. But anyway, guys, we're now on round 3, and you see that I have the MP5K, so we're gonna go ahead and start opening up some doors. We're already on round 4, which is kind of not good. We need to start kind of saving our points a little bit more. That way we can try and get this. I'm going to start trying to hoard them up a little bit and get a bunch of points from like one bullet and such. So yeah, let me see, what other problems do we have in the community right now? As far as Infinite Warfare, guys, there's been a lot of talk lately about, I mean, I think I said this in my last video, I'm not really a big fan of Infinite Warfare, and this can be a contributing factor as to why Sorry guys, it's really early in the morning, so anyway, I'm back now at the end of round 4, beginning of round 5. But anyway, what I was saying was that the problem with Infinite Warfare, and probably one of the reasons that I don't like Infinite Warfare's producers, which is, I mean, you know, they don't really do a good job of thinking everything through, and I've never really liked that about them. I've always thought that they were kind of half-assed and sloppy, and if they did try, then it was just crap. And there's been a lot of talk lately about Infinite Warfare Zombies Rave in the Redwoods, which at post-launch I thought looked really cool, and then I saw the actual trailer, and I still thought it looked really cool, but then halfway through the trailer, they just kind of messed it up for me, and I just didn't really care for it. But anyway, they've been talking a lot about Mr. Lee Ross, or Ross Lee, I don't know. I don't really keep up with Infinite Warfare, but they've been announcing, or he announced, that there was a lot of cheaters in Rave in the Redwoods, and that there was going to be changes. Nobody really knows what this means. People are assuming that it means that there's going to be changes to the coding. Because what they think that he's talking about is the people who have been making it to these ridiculously high rounds that, no matter what way you slice it, they're not real rounds. It's not fair. When you're making it to round 204, 210, 213, those aren't real rounds. I'm sorry. That's just not, that doesn't happen at like any time. So I mean, what happened is Lee Ross, for completing the Easter egg on that map, he threw in a wonder weapon. I believe it's called the Smiley, and it's kind of like a disc shooter and melee weapon. What it does is basically you have this weapon, and you can either shoot blades at zombies, or you can use it like a melee weapon and just kind of like melee them with it. And before the patch, if you meleeed zombies with it, it would not consume any ammo, and it was a one-hit kill. And there was also an area on the map where the zombies would only come from one direction. So, I mean, putting all those things into the game and not really thinking about that, and then blaming it on the community, is kind of, that's not really fair. You can't blame the community for using what was given to them. Like, I mean, these people weren't glitching. They weren't like, they didn't do anything wrong. They just had an infinite ammo that was one hit on any round, and a perfect camping spot. You can't pin that on the community, and that's exactly what Lee Ross did. He said, "Oh hey, you guys have been cheating, so we're gonna change this, and it's your fault." When in reality, it was their fault for not testing the game better. And if that was how it was meant to be, then they should have put some kind of cap on the one hit, so that it wasn't like that anymore. Because that's just really unfair, and I don't think that I think it's even more unfair to pin that on the community. I just don't think that he should be able to do that. I don't know what you guys think. That is certainly my opinion. And yeah, I just honestly don't. I can't even believe that he even said that. But anyway, guys, moving away from Infinite Warfare, because I really don't like Infinite Warfare in the first place. Well, actually, no. Another thing about Infinite Warfare is I've heard a lot of buzz about the Ghost and Skulls Easter egg. I'm aware, or at least I've heard, that it has taken a significant chunk of time to solve the Ghost and Skulls Easter egg, and even once that was completed and done, Rave in the Redwoods came up with a Ghost and Skulls 2, which, from what I've heard, the first step hasn't even been found. So I don't, and I've heard that Lee Ross has put little breadcrumbs in every single one of his Easter eggs, so that they are able to be tracked on the map. Everything that you need is in the map to be able to track it. But I don't know, because I honestly can't think of an Easter egg that has taken anybody, I mean, besides ciphers and things that we can't find, or maybe little tiny things, but a major Easter egg in the game, like Ghost and Skulls, I don't think I've ever heard of a Easter egg that's kind of big like that, taking, more than, like, I mean, these Easter eggs are taking 2 and 3 months, almost 4 months, and I mean, that's a lot of time to try and find an Easter egg. And I mean, a lot of people say that he's just messing with us, especially on the roller coaster Easter egg, or that maybe it's going to be a super Easter egg thing, but like, it just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. And I mean, Treyarch, yeah, they like to toy with us and make things hard to find, but I mean, 2 months that's a little bit much, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think, but that's my opinion. I think that that's a little bit too much time to be searching for something. I mean, I understand making it hard will keep the community engaged, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if searching for something for 2 months, if I would still be engaged. I think I would eventually just give up. And I've heard that that's what a lot of people are doing. They're starting to believe that it's just a super Easter egg and that they're not going to be able to find it anytime soon, and so they're just giving up. There's been a lot of people saying this. I believe, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, that Glitching Queen is kind of going towards this. I believe the Gaming Revolution is kind of going towards this, if he's even playing that. There's a couple other big YouTubers that are thinking that that's probably the problem, so that it may be a super Easter egg and that it's not going to be able to be activated until a certain date. So yeah, guys, I mean, I honestly don't know. I mean, if I was part of the community and searching for the Easter egg, I might have a little bit more information for you. But unfortunately, I'm not, because that game looks like absolute trash to me, and I'm sorry, but it does. And I honestly don't care what way you slice it, what way you call me out. That looks like a really terrible game to me, and I don't want to be a part of it. I would rather be a part of the Black Ops community that after 7 years is still pretty good. There's still tons of people playing this game. Or the Black Ops 3 community that everybody says is dying, but you know, when I start up a game, there's still several matches that I can join instantaneously. So I don't really know what those people are talking about, but Black Ops 3 is certainly not dying, and I mean, there's a lot of content that's going to be coming out in 2017 that, I mean, a lot of people are coming back for, because they're realizing that Infinite Warfare sucks, and that Black Ops 3 still has something to offer, because there is, I mean, they just released 2 brand new DLC weapons, and that's always fun. They just released the PPSH, which a lot of people have wanted, and they also just released the M16, which a lot of people wanted. And I mean, those are great weapons, and I mean, I'm excited to get them. I don't have them yet, but I mean, when I do get them, I'm going to be really excited. And so, yeah, and I'm about to get trapped down here. So guys, we are almost to our goal. Before I keep rambling on, basically, it is round 7. And as I mean, you've seen what I've done the whole time. Just try to be efficient with your points. I've been trying to hoard them up. That way I can get more points per bullet. But so now we're just going to go ahead and ride the final lander, which will also, if you didn't watch my The Eagle Has Landers video, this will get you your Eagle Has Landers achievement, because to open Pack Punch, you have to ride all of the landers. That is what you must do. And it like fuels the rocket or whatever, and then to open Pack Punch, you set off the rocket. But you'll see when we do that. But anyway, so we're just gonna wait for this thing to cool down. There we go. Pop on. These guys will get bounced away, and then we will head up to power. That is where you activate it. See that little green thing right there? I don't know if you saw it. You'll see it in a second when we go that way. But yeah. Anyway, guys. So that's, I mean, like I said, there's still a lot of DLC coming to Black Ops 3, and I mean, if you don't believe it, just go on Black Ops 3 and wait. There's been tons of stuff already in the beginning of this year that has come out, and they say that they're planning a lot more. There's even a possibility for a DLC 5, and it seems like every day, the more content that they release on Black Ops 3, the more it seems like they're gonna release a DLC 5. I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, I'm just saying it seems like a really good possibility at this point. So, I mean, hopefully it does happen. That would be really, really nice. And, but I mean, other than that, guys, we are just gonna go ahead and finish off this right here. Jump over this guy who wants to kill us. And if, by the way, guys, if you have the ray gun by this point in the game, you can destroy the rocket if you want. You can shoot it down. Just thought I would let you know. So then, anyway, guys, so before round 8, so we're on round 7, so this will work. Just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my MP5K in here. And at this point, guys, your achievement should pop up in the upper right-hand corner. I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next one.